that's good enough for me. You know, I hope to have the ability to win a race this year. You know, be in contention. I mean, that's such a big part. Is just knowing that the potential's there. I mean, when you lose sight of that and you really, you know, the wind's let out of the sail, so to speak, enough that you don't think you can do it anymore. That's tough. And while I didn't get anything done in 11, you know, I think a lot of people, at least my competitors, realized that I was a serious threat at a couple of rounds, and that feels good. And past that, you know, the fans have been an amazing part of my career and a lot of reason for my still being here in my presence. So I'm in a scary place. I mean, I've been riding, you know, professionally for 18 years now. This is the start of my 18th season, and been riding a dirt bike for, you know, shoot, now 31 years almost. Right at next month will be 31 years. So, and I know that when I retire from this, I'm not going to retire from riding. I mean, that's just not going to happen. But when I let this go, it's going to be a difficult time for me. You know, one that's going to take some serious transitioning and probably a good counseling. Very thankful this year to be riding, you know, the factory Honda bike, and mine's full factory. I mean, it's the same as what Chad's riding or what Trey's riding, and I'm very thankful for their support. We have a great working relationship with Honda and myself, and they know that they can call on me specifically for the outdoors. You know, typically something that I don't do, but I'm always there to, you know, try to help them out. You know, and that's something that we just kind of, it just becomes extra. You know, we have that relationship, and I think this year, that and a combination of everything has just really helped and paid off. You know, riding good equipment is amazing. I'm not saying that my bike wasn't great last year, but to have factory support, you know, is amazing, and I'm very thankful for that. And you know, I think there's a combination of all those things. I mean, I have a lot going for me through my career, and I'm so thankful for the way that everything's played out. I mean, really the only thing that I haven't been able to accomplish was the major championship, and I mean, that's something that's always gonna ride on you know, my back a little bit, you know, provided I don't get it done, which, I mean, I haven't got it done yet. It's gonna be harder now than ever, right? So, but you know, you still just try to go in there as best prepared as you can, and you know, be hopeful that you can stay consistent and not get hurt and win some races. You know, and that's another thing where I just really feel like I'm in a good place in life, because, you know, a lot of my fans, you know, they'll have kids. You know, I have kids. You know, a lot of the people that were at, you know, 94 rounds of Supercross, they have children, and their children might really be, you know, diehard Lights Guys fans, or, you know, Barsha, or you know, one of the guys that are, you know, a real threat for the championship this year. But at the same time, their dad will bring them over to my truck for something that we did back in the 90s, and reflect on a race with me, and that's something that, you know, it's special, but you can't, there's nothing I really did for that other than just manage to stick around and you know, appreciate the support that I've gotten from my fans. I mean, I really feel like they've made my career. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a huge part of what goes on in my career. So I'm thankful for that, and you know, I think that I've just, you know, almost been lucky just to be able to stay injury-free and still be a threat, you know, and then have the following. It's really been magical, and that's why I say, you know, even without a major championship, I mean, there's a lot of guys that I wouldn't trade careers with. Mine's been really good. My son wants to race right now, and I'm really fearful of that. For the standpoint that I know that crashes happen, and I know that my injuries that I've had, I don't know that I would really enjoy watching my son go through that. But on the flip side of that coin is that, you know, I've visited people, I've been injured, I've visited people who have been injured, and you go to a hospital and you listen to all these guys that have gotten hurt, and they're doing the most random stuff. I mean, basically, if you're going to keep your kid from never getting hurt, he needs to sit in the seat and not go anywhere, not ever leave the house. And you know, I don't want to be like that, you know, for him. And I also know that all my injuries that I've had, I would take them over again. Like, if you told me, you know, back 30 years ago, you know, hey, this is what's going to happen to you along the way, you know, I'd probably take it. I'd probably, you know, go at it again. You know, it's been a great career for me, and, you know, one that's, you know, really caused, you know, a lot of, you know, it's been responsible for a lot of things that my family's been able to do. It's just been incredible that most people don't ever get a chance to do, and I'm thankful for that.